had a wonderful opportunity to visit Peru, 2006 the summer of, and I said, well, when I get there, I've got to see my people, because I know we're there. So I said, I need to go find some black folks. So I said, where are the Afro-Peruvians? And so I had an opportunity to visit them in Peru, and I was looking at how they were living and, you know, compared to the other Latinos in South America, or actually in Peru. So I just said, that's interesting. And then where I was staying, I was watching television, and I didn't see many Afro-Latinos on television. And I said, well, that's interesting. So then I come back to America, and I said, well, because I'm working on my Spanish, I said, well, let me just watch television and flip through the channels and watch some Latin shows, and that's interesting. I don't see them there either. So I said, we have some issues here. So I said, well, let me just start questioning a few of my Afro-Latino people and, you know, just find out what's going on here. And I just asked them questions like, well, does it bother you that you're only on television just for entertainment, like for music and things like that? And keep in mind, that's how we got started too. Just being on television, just through, you know, as a minstrel man or something like that. So that's what made me come up with this vision to do this forum on race and identity of Afro-Latinos in America. So thank you. Last semester we did this forum, and we had such a great turnout last semester. People, you know, you got a good program when people don't want to go home when the program is over. Okay, so people were so excited about it that they said you should do a part 2. So here we are. Thank you so much for coming.
But still, I think it's a subject in the air, and that is Simón Bolívar. When he was struggling for the liberation of South America, he spoke of Americanos. And before him, there is a book written by Magnus Morna on race mixture in Latin America. And Magnus Morna identified that in the post, when colonization started, you had about 100 different identities. It depends whether American Indian was married to an African, whether it was married to a white, whether this, that, and the other, and all the gradations. And it became so confusing and so difficult. However, the word Latino is now used. It excludes English-speaking Caribbean, to some extent the French-speaking Caribbean, to some extent the Dutch-speaking Caribbean, though almost in every part of the Dutch-speaking Caribbean, they speak every language, Dutch, Spanish, English, French, and then mix everything up and call it papiamento. But the Dominican Republic, Cuba, and to some extent Haiti, and Puerto Rico are considered part of Latin America with Central America and South America, with the exception of the Guyanas. And these are the population that come to the United States. And this is a subject we are looking at now. Who really is an Afro-Latino in the United States of America? And how do you deal with or discuss Afro-Latinos in the context of race and identity?